Let's see what's going to happen on this track. Starting with the booster into the vortex opener. Looks like it is going to be Bulma. Kramer on the left side trying to get a bounce off the back wall. All the players trying to get down the center with a good dead drop. Oh, Zane collides with Scorba trying to get through the collide with Bulma Kramer on the other end, but will they still have that better dead drop into the center in first place? It looks like it's going to be pretty good for Zane Damon trying to get themselves out into that pointed overturn. Scorba right behind second place. Yeti Gordon Demko battling out for third place. Lickfoot back in fifth place, and Bulma Kramer all the way back in sixth place with a very round orbit. Now looking like they're going to get a good start here. Get through on this race, but Zane Damon getting that dead drop into the center, trying to stay ahead of the competition. I think they're going to be doing pretty well as they start to get down to the point of return, and Zane Damon dropping down dead pretty quickly into that center in first place, and here goes Zane out into the track. They go on the left-hand side, trying to get through into that pan and keep themselves ahead in first place. Trying to get through on the right-hand side of the pan, going to dip a little bit here on that right-hand track as they make it out into the mogul pan, and Zane Damon out of the very good line on the right-hand side goes right around the mogul pan as all the other players are trying to close the gap from behind. Demko trying to get through in second place, Corbin in third place, Zane Damon trying to hold it in first place as they go around the middle, left-hand side down to the windmill to finish out the race in first place. And Zane Damon wins. The slides trying to get down into the mogul pan and trying to get through on the right hand side. Oh my goodness, that does not look good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Scarba! Slickfoot has made the jump, ladies and gentlemen. Slickfoot gets through on the right-hand side. Zane Damon trying to get through on the center line. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of trouble as well, trying to jump out of the head at the last second, but they missed the landing. Apple trying to get through. Demko trying to get through. Chesney trying to get through. Slickfoot bounces off the right-hand side. Can't stick the landing either, and Apple now in first place trying to get through, but they have to have a perfectly straight line on this jump if they want to finish out this race. Trying to get through on the right-hand side. Will they hit the booster in the right line, or will they fall out of the map? Trying to slow themselves down to get a dead drop into the center, and Apple might actually be able to light it up. Trying to take it nice and slow and steady to try to get the perfect lighting on this boost on the right hand side. No, it's not enough, and Apple went too slow and couldn't get it even though they had the perfect line. And that's gonna do it for the race. I think we need to do that again. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Schwigga wigga. Rolling around. All players making down the center of the vortex opener and the first one through. It is going to be Tech Angel trying to get ahead in first place with the big one out of the helix on the left hand side and trying to line it up for this jump on the first jump. And it looks like it is going to be Tech Angel coming through on that right hand side. Can they get a good line through these mogul pans to get themselves out on that track? It's going to be a close one. They're getting through on the right hand side, trying to get that left hand momentum, and Tech Angel has landed the jump perfectly, and so have the other three players right behind, so we have a lot more players going for the jump, ladies and gentlemen. Tech Angel trying to get through first place, Chesney trying to get through second place, but they have to line it up perfectly on this jump here on the right hand side. Tech Angel has the speed, but do they have the line? They're going to be boosted off to the right hand side just a little bit. It looks a little too much there for Tech Angel trying to get through on the left hand side, but can they catch slip? No, they've fallen out of the map, and Tech Angel is not going to finish out this race, and now it's going to come down to Grandma's Cookies and Chesney. Grandma's Cookies too far to the right hand side, not going to be able to finish out this race. Scorba and Chesney coming down to the pan. Scorba with a very wild line trying to make something happen. Is Scorba actually going to be able to finish out this landing? Trying to get through the left-hand side, they trick it, trying to get through the center line, trying to correct off of the wall, going down for the center shot, but do they have enough momentum to get themselves out of the windmill? No, Scarba short changes the jump and not going to finish it out. Chesney probably going too slow as well, not going to be able to make the jump either. And now it's all gone to Slickfoot, ladies and gentlemen. The last remaining contestant trying to find a good line here on the right-hand side of the pan. Gets a pretty good line, gets a complete speed, hits the booster on the right side, sticks the landing into the bottom of the pan, and Slickfoot is coming down the final side of the windmill, and Slickfoot has done it, ladies and gentlemen. Nails both jumps and gets into the windmill to finish it out in first place. Looks like they're going to hit the booster anyway. Looks like Slickfoot and Scorba and Demko and Yeti have all missed the booster. So they're going to be going the long way around on that vortex opener. So Schneider coming out in first place with the big one down through the pan, past the pins and through into the blaster strip, trying to skate out to the right-hand side. And Schneider has escaped the blaster strip, getting through the right-hand side and making the way down into the fast track to get down into the first place position. Trying to beat that record time of 2 minutes and 54 seconds. And Schneider might actually have a very good attempt here after getting two very good skips right out of the get-go. Zane and Bubble Gray both trying to get through the blaster strip the slow way as Scorba, Slickfoot, Yeti and Demko all have a little bit of trouble getting through in the back of that vortex opener. So Schneider hitting those boosters as they go around the helix, trying to get themselves out into the next portion of the track and get themselves at first place. There's a couple pins to watch out for on the exit here, but I think Schneider's going to be okay as they are a master of racers here, number 8 in the world, and they're not going to be tripped up by something as easy as a couple pins. Schneider trying to get through on the left-hand side, but they're going to get caught up in the blaster strip, and Scarba gets blasted out by one of the pins, not going to be able to finish out the race. So it's going to be Zane in second, Bob Kramer third, and Demko tries to get a strip shot on the left-hand side, trying to get through on that super booster, but it didn't work out for him. So it looks like they have been eliminated as well. Slickfoot and Medicorn both trying to get through on the first blaster strip as the other two players are coming up to the second blaster strip. Oh my goodness, Zane Damon gets blasted off the left side, trying to scoot ahead of the track, but it's not going to work out for him. Boba Kramer going through the left side, trying to avoid that super booster as Yeti and Slickfoot both make their way down through the helix and trying to get themselves out of the rest of the course. Bubble Carrier goes right into the center of the blaster strip. Schneider just getting out of the blaster strip as they go down in the next set of coils. And Unicorn coming up to the booster on the left-hand side. They're going to take it slow and steady. Slickfoot also going slow and steady on the left-hand side, trying to avoid that second booster on the left-hand track. And what is going to happen on the final side? Looks like Slickfoot not going to hit that second booster. Unicorn looking to not hit that other booster either. And both players going down right into the blaster strip. So Schneider in first place as they try to get through all of that second helix, trying to get past those pins and hitting these boosters. It looks like Schneider's going to be okay as they get past the pins and down into that boosted section into the final coils. And is Schneider going to be able to hold on to their record pace and get themselves down in first place? There's a lot of track to go, and they're only 1 minute left before the record time has passed them. So Schneider has got a lot of pressure on him. Okay, we're going down the second place as they go through on the left side of the helix. Looks like it's going to be Sickfoot and Unicorn just now getting out on the last strip on that second line. And Bulba Kramer gets a skip shot into first place as they jumped out of the helix. They hit one of the boosters perfectly, jumped out of the bottom of the track, hit the booster here on the right hand side, and now they are going for the record time with only 40 seconds left to go. Trying to hit these boosters as they make their way through all these S-bends and make their way down to the center of the track. Schneider holding second place, Sickfoot in third, Unicorn in fourth place. I don't think anyone's going to be able to go for the skip there other than Bulba Kramer, as Bulba Kramer makes their way down on the final side, hitting the next set of boosters to try to get themselves ahead of that record time, but there's only 20 seconds left to go, and there's still a lot of track, and I don't know if Bulba Kramer's going to be able to do it. Hitting the booster on the left-hand side as they go around the S-bends and the figure eight and trying to get through. Schneider going to be second place. Unicorn's going to go for the boost here on the right-hand side, but I think they've overshot it, and Unicorn's going to follow the map. So Bulba Kramer now all alone in first place, Slickfoot way behind in third place. Schneider just now getting into the coils in second place as Bulba Kramer tries to hold first place into the skip. There's only 10 seconds left to go, so I don't think that's enough to catch themselves up with the record time, but they're still going to have a very good performance here as they go down through on the sides, trying to keep everything under control as they go down into the pan. And will they go for the top track or will they settle for staying on the bottom track? We're going to find out in just a moment. Looks like they're coming across the blaster strip, stuck on the right-hand side, and Bulba Kramer is going nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like it's going to be Schneider coming around in second place, just now getting to those S-bends. It looks like Slickfoot just now getting out of the coils there on the right-hand side, trying to get down in third place as Bulba Kramer slowly goes through the blaster strip, trying to escape on the right-hand side, but it's not working out for him as they make their way down into the center and try to get to that exit on that boosted slide. Looks like it's going to be Schneider holding second place as they go down through those S-bends and Oxbows, trying to get through as quickly as possible to stay ahead of Slickfoot. But here goes Bulba Kramer finally on the blaster strip as they hit the boosters, using those funnelers to keep themselves on a good line here in the center of the sides, and Bulba Kramer's got a straight shot through. It looks like they're going to stay on the bottom track as they go down into the skinny rails, trying to avoid all these pins. Looks like they get caught up a little bit there, bouncing off the left-hand side, but they're going to keep their momentum going as they make their way out of the final set of the sides. And it looks like Bulba Kramer's doing pretty well as they make their way through the exit into the final slide into the windmill, and Bulba Kramer is going to take the victory on their last race of the day. Congratulations. And it's going to be Ryu Ugaku now in the first place position, trying to make their way down on the rest of these double inverse motion enclosed turbo industrial potato peelers. And it looks like Tech Angel jumping back ahead. Ryu Ugaku having a little bit more trouble once again. Shizumi still trying to hold second place in the middle of the pack there. And it looks like everyone else getting themselves down the line. And Shizumi first one down to the bottom of the mid to the wind mid. But there's cubes at the end. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be anyone's match. Where all the other players coming up from behind is going to be Zane Hammond. Oh, Zane Hammond actually catches one of the cheater tracks, but can that get them into the wind mid before the last page? It's going to be a close final finish, ladies and gentlemen. Zane Hammond skipping ahead on the cheater track on the right-hand side, but they still have to get down to the center of the windmill, and the cubery is about to clear. It looks like Shizumi and Tech Angel coming through on the left-hand side. Zane Hammond trying to get through on the fast track on the left-hand track. Shizumi jumping down the right-hand track. Zane Hammond still trying to get through, and Sheds TV has taken the victory. Thank you. It's going to be Devco in third, Ryu for Zane Hammond in fifth, and the glorious mustache, no surprise, being the gentleman. Then all the players go ahead finishing it out in last place, in sixth place. Whoo!